A bank website guide at Dmoz-Odp Business Financial Services Banking Services. Chapter 1. A banking service website guide at dmoz-odp.org/business/financial_services/banking_services. Bank websites. bankcapitalgroup.net. Bank Capital Group assists de novo banks and community banks in raising capital to start a new bank or grow an existing community bank. bankingtech.com. Banking technology. Based in the UK, this magazine provides technology and financial systems coverage for the banking industry. bizcurrency.com. bizcurrency.com focuses on facilitating real-time multi-currency payment initiation, tracking and settlement. blogs.olsonresearch.com. Olson Research Associates Incorporated provides asset and liability management services and interest rate risk measures to community banks, provides web-based bank simulation education. cardreport.com. cardreport.com news and reference for consumers in the world of banking. citco.com. Citco Group Limited, a financial services group comprised of international banks, trust, and fund companies offering its clients a broad range of corporate, fiduciary, financial, and fund services. fmsinc.org, Financial Managers Society, nonprofit professional society serving the financial services industry. Roosh.com. Roosh International Incorporated, specializes in worldwide currency payments and related services. Shoprate.com. Shoprate offers financial institution deposit comparison reports on a weekly basis. SmartStepSolutions.com. Smart Step Solutions consults with U.S. financial institutions, specializing in overdraft privilege, courtesy pay programs. TheBanker.com. The Banker, a banking industry publication that includes coverage of retail finance, investment, and technology issues. Topics.com/rss/business/banking.xml. Topics: Banking, news about the banking industry, collected from various sources on the web. Automatic teller machine websites at dmoz-odp.org/business/financial_services/banking_services/automatic_teller_machines. ATMs.com. Automated ATM Solutions, national direct distributor of non-bank-owned automated teller machines. ACFN.info, American Consumer Financial Network, owns and operates a network of ATM machines in hotels and travel and entertainment-based businesses. ATM-industries.com. ATM Industries Incorporated, provides refurbished ATM machines and parts worldwide. ATM24.com. International Merchant Services, provides sales and leasing of automated teller machines. ATMDistribution.com. ATM Machines, Texas-based distributor of ATM machines. ATMIA.com. ATM Industry Association, alliance promoting the proliferation of automated teller machines. ATMmachine.com/ATMmachine.html. Automated teller machines, provides equipment and lease terms for operating an ATM as a business opportunity. ATMmarketplace.com. ATM Marketplace features news, research, used machines, and comparison of current models. ATMsforless.com. ATM Money Machine, offering ATM placement, monitoring, and maintenance services. ATMcentral.com. Electronic Cash Systems, Inc., provides sales and leasing of ATMs to merchants, dealers and individuals. ATMsofnet.com. ATMservnet, provides service for all major brands of ATMs anywhere in the United States. ATMsofthesouth.com. ATMs of the South, provides sales and support for machines, primarily through the Southeast. ATMsurcharges.com. ATM Surcharges, provides background information, resources, and advocacy tips concerning surcharges that ATM owners impose on customers of other banks, in addition to the standard interchange fee. Bankersx.com. Bankers Exchange, international provider of new and refurbished ATM parts and bank equipment. CashlessATM.com, ATM Deal Incorporated, distributor of ATM machines and cashless ATMs to businesses within the United States. CompanionSystems.com, Companion systems, designs, and manufactures enclosures for brand delivery in financial services and interactive kiosks. DaltonsATM.com, DOS Express ATM, Tennessee provider of ATM sales, service, and transaction processing. DirectCash.net, Direct Cash ATM, Canadian provider of independent ATM solutions. ExpressTellerServices.com, Express Teller Services, LLC, providing ATM solutions and related services. HeritageInd.com, Heritage Industries, diverse product line of ATM kiosks, surrounds, backdrops, and sign canopies. CurTechInc.com, CurTech, ATM painting, repair, cleaning, assessments and recommendations, restoration and maintenance. MaPacific.com, Member Access Pacific, provides your members with ATM transactions and shared deposit taking nationwide. Mastercard.com/cardholder-services/ATM, Mastercard/Cirrus ATM Locator, provides an online search platform to locate an ATM anywhere in the world. MobileMoney.net, Mobile Money, LLC, provider of mobile automated teller machines to special events. PlatinumATM.com, Platinum Financial Systems, provides sales and leasing of all major brand ATMs, and business opportunities for selling ATMs. Protech-Solutions.biz, Protech Solutions, providing ATM and IT solutions for the retail and banking industries, hardware, supplies and consulting. Scott-Todd.com, Scott Todd, UK-based suppliers of ATMs, card vending machines, currency converters, and change machines. Shazam.net, Shazam, regional network that provides products and services to community financial institutions. SBCInt.com, SBC International, supplies new and refurbished banking equipment, sub-assemblies, and spares, plus repair services. TheExchangeNetwork.ca, The Exchange, surcharge-free ATM network in Canada. TritonATM.com, Triton, manufacturer of off-premise ATMs. TrustedSecurity.com, Trusted Security Solutions, provides solutions for establishing unique ATM cryptographic keys as required by major networks. Checks and forms websites at dmoz-odp.org/business/publishing_and_printing/products/forms/checks_and_financial. 4checks.com, 4checks, direct marketer of personal and business checks. Bank-a-count.com, Bank Account Corporation, national printer of payment coupon books, personal checks, statements, and encoded documents. BestChecks.com, Best Checks, provides laser and inkjet computer checks for software accounting applications. BradfordExchangeChecks.com, Bradford Exchange Personal Checks, offers designer personal checks featuring exclusive art and designs. BroadwayComputerChecks.com, Broadway Computer Checks, manufacturer of laser and inkjet computer checks. BusinessChecksusa.com, PCS Business Forms, provides business checks and printed forms. CarouselChecks.com, Carousel Checks, personal and business checks for enthusiasts. CheapComputerChecks.com/default.aspx, CheapComputerChecks.com, provides custom services for business checks, envelopes, and endorsement stamps. CheckAdvantage.com, CheckAdvantage, online ordering of checks and accessories for small businesses. CheckChecks.com, CheckChecks.com, business checks and forms. Checkomatic.com, Checkomatic Incorporated, offers checks for accounting software, as well as personal and handwritten business checks. Checksandforms.com, Specialty Graphics Incorporated, supplier of checks and forms for the property management industry. ChecksTomorrow.com, Checks Tomorrow, offers personal, laser and continuous checks and other business forms. ChecksUnlimited.com, Checks Unlimited, order personal, business and computer checks online. Checkworks.com, Checkworks, Inc., personal, business 3 on a page, computer and laser checks. Compuchecks.com, Compuchecks, provides computer checks for major accounting software packages. Contributionucheck.ts-direct.com/default.aspx, Contribucheck, custom personal and business laser checks made of 20% post-consumer fiber. Coolchecks.com, RNG banknote, offers checks, address labels, pens, and paper, including artistic print designs. Dellforms.com, Dellforms, business checks and forms for check distributors and resellers. Deluxe.com, Deluxe Corporation, markets checks and related products to financial institutions as well as directly to consumers. Diggertech.com, Diggertech Inc., provides software for Check 21 and image replacement document. Formmasters.com, Formmasters Incorporated, manufacturer of checks, forms, and business-related printed supplies. Janssen-store.com, Janssen Engineering Incorporated, supplier of in-house MICR printing hardware, software, supplies including toner, blank check stock, MICR fonts, and signature printing. Intuitmarket.intuit.com, Intuit Market, checks and financial forms from Intuit. Lasercheck.com, Lasercheck.com, offers laser business checks for use with QuickBooks, Quicken, Microsoft Money and other accounting software. Masterchecks.com, Masterchecks, order printed business checks designed for use with computer software. MasterDataDirect.com, MasterDataDirect, offers laser printer checks, envelopes, deposit tickets, and tax forms that are compatible with accounting software. OrderMyChecks.com, Harland Clark, provider of checks and other financial forms, database marketing, loan and deposit origination software. PremierCheck.com, Premier Check, provide business and financial institution check printing solutions. Secure.checkscienthemail.com, checks in the mail, personal bank checks in a range of different designs, with online customization, preview, and purchase. SECURIchecks.com, SECURIchecks.com, software and forms for check and tax form printing. SuperValueChecks.com, SuperValue Checks, offers personal checks and products. TechChecks.net, TechChecks, laser printed checks, deposit slips, envelopes and rubber endorsement stamps. Credit cards websites at dmoz-odp.org/business/financial_services/banking_services/credit_cards. Subcategories. Issuers. Processing. Ceridian.com, Ceridian Corporation, international information services company whose two major specialties are human resources outsourcing and credit card services. CreditNet.com, CreditNet.com, provides a guide to cards for consumers, as well as credit tips and news. MasterCard.com, MasterCard, association that licenses member banks to issue and accept their card brand. NEBA.com, New England Bank Card Association, provides credit and debit card issuing programs for financial institutions. Visa.com, Visa International, association that licenses member banks to issue and accept their card brand. Electronic cash websites at dmoz-odp.org/business/financial_services/banking_services/electronic_cash. ACHprocessing.com, ACH Processing Company, provides electronic banking services through the Federal Reserve banking system. CheckFree.com, CheckFree Corporation, provider of financial electronic commerce services. Chips.org, Chips, electronic system that handles monetary payments moving between countries around the world. EcoCard.com, EcoCard Ltd., a virtual card for online payments. FreedomPay.com, FreedomPay, cloud-based transaction platform that includes mobile payments, incentives, credit card processing and gateway services, PCI security tools and cashless payment system. Funtech.com, Funtech Limited, designs, develops, markets, and supports client/server products for electronic payments. Hyperwallet.com, Hyperwallet, offers online, global and mobile payment solutions, international payment distribution and multi-currency transaction processing services. Moneybookers.com, Moneybookers, a service for individuals and merchants to send and receive money online using an email address or payment buttons. NEACH.org, New England ACH Association, promotes use and understanding of electronic payments, specifically the ACH. PayPal.com, PayPal, online payment service for individuals and merchants. PayPalWarning.com, PayPal Warning, warns PayPal users of their service policies. Praxl.com, Praxl, secure, IP-based stored value platform enables two or more parties to transact business over the Internet. Chapter 2. A banking service website guide. Equipment and software websites at dmoz-odp.org/business/financial_services/banking_services/equipment_and_software. 3i-infotech.com, 3i-Infotech, Ltd., providers of software, IT services and operations outsourcing, BPO, solutions to the insurance, banking and capital markets, manufacturing and retail industries, and government departments. Add-it.com, Addit Systems Incorporated, manufacturer of bank lobby equipment and security pens. AddoCredit.com, Alpha Data Utility Incorporated, provides credit management software systems, consulting and software design. AffirmativeUSA.com, Affirmative Technologies Incorporated, ACH processing software for businesses. AFTech.com, AFTech, software provider for credit unions. Agiletics.com, Agiletics Incorporated, provides cash management sweeping and investment software. Aircharge.com, Aircharge, developer of wireless payment processing systems. AlexIBanking.com, AlexIBanking.com, provider of internet-based software and services for financial institutions. AmericanSafeDeposit.com, American Safe Deposit Services, company specializes in safe deposit products and services. Anasys.com, Anasys, core business is to build and market interface systems in the interbanking environment. AndersonImaging.com, Anderson Imaging Group, provides check scanners, MICR readers, check encoders, magnetic stripe readers/encoders and credit card printers to the banking industry. AppraisalTrack.com, Datar Systems, Inc., offers AppraisalTrack, a software designed for commercial and residential real estate lending, intended for use by FDIC and Federal Reserve chartered institutions. Atrise.com, Atris Technology, financial software for teller automation and branch banking. BalboaCheckPro.com, Balboa Check Protector, supplies banking equipment, check signers and protectors, timestamps and paper shredders. BankTech.com, BankTech, provider of hardware and software systems for the financial transaction marketplace. BankEquipment.com, BankEquipment.com, classifieds and link listings for equipment and services to the bank equipment market. BankersToolbox.com, software solutions for community banks, develops and implements software solutions that are designed to help community banks achieve operational efficiencies, improved customer service, and enhanced internal control. BankersX.com, the Bankers Exchange, provides coin and currency counters, check encoders and other bank equipment. BankMKTG.com, Financial Marketing Systems Incorporated, provides banks with products designed for profitable customer relationship management. BankSupplies.com, Bank Supplies, Inc., provides bank and credit union supplies, including money handling products, locking bags, lobby supplies, cashier and teller products. Banksys.net, Banksys Management, provides WAN, video, and telephony solutions to community banks throughout the Southeast. Banktrade.com, BT Systems, LLC, provides software solutions for trade finance, letters of credit and international banking, designed for both banks and their corporate clients. bb-tech.com, B&B Technical Services, new and reconditioned bank equipment below retail. Belcon.com, Belcon, manufacturer and supplier of banknote counterfeit detector, sorter, counter machines and UV banknote detectors. Bonairesoft.com, Bonaire Software Solutions, LLC, web-based transactional applications, solutions, and services for the financial services industry. Bottomline.co.uk, Bottomline Technologies Europe, we develop software for B2B e-commerce, electronic banking, e-billing, payments, collections, ACH, laser check printing and security services. BranchConnect.com, BranchConnect Financial Systems, Inc., developers of a teller automation software solution for banks. BTBinc.com, Back to Basics Incorporated, loan servicing software for commercial or residential mortgages. BusinessLogic.com, BusinessLogic, offers a finance infrastructure solutions to the financial services industry. Careker.com, Careker Corporation, provides integrated consulting and software solutions which enable banks to increase their revenues, reduce their costs and enhance their delivery of customer services. Castles9.com, Castle 6, provides cleaning cards for all electronic payment equipment systems. CentaurAssociates.com, Centaur Associates, providing courier service and routing software for banks since 1995. CEnterprise.com, Centerprise Services Incorporated, provides technology applications for financial services organizations. CityNetworks.co.uk, City Networks, provides software solutions for the treasury, securities, and derivatives industries. CLCS3.com, Data Select Systems, providing automated software solutions for commercial real estate banking, including construction loan control and mortgage servicing. CoreCard.com, CoreCard Software Incorporated, provides real-time, cross-border card issuing and acquiring software to financial institutions. CR2.com, CR2, provider of channel banking and card payment solutions to the financial services industry. CRAHelp.com, CRA Information Services, total solutions for CRA and HMDA data collection, correcting, reporting, and analysis for the banking industry. CSC.com/financial_services, CSC Financial Services, provides specialized application software for the global financial services industry. CTSGroup.it, CTS Group, specialized peripherals for banks, financial institutions, and service companies. CumminsAllison.com, Cummins Allison Corp., manufacturer of currency equipment, paper shredders, and office products. DBSWLL.com, Digital Business Solutions WLL, provides credit risk management software compliant with Basel II, other products and services for the banking, Islamic banking, and financial industry. Dealing.ru, Dealing Incorporated, offers a client/server software complex that supports a wide range of office operations. Diebold-Nixdorf.com, Diebold-Nixdorf, manufacturer and supplier of an integrated line of self-service banking products. DigitalCheck.com, Digital Check Corporation, offers check scanners and check scanning equipment to financial institutions. Eurobase.com, Eurobase, real-time treasury management and trading systems for banks, corporations, and financial institutions. EuronetWorldwide.com, Euronet Worldwide, solution provider enabling financial institutions to deliver financial information and transaction services from mobile phones, wireless devices, web, ATM and POS terminals. Ferryan.com, Ferryan.com, provider of asset liability and pricing software for financial institutions. FinancialInteractive.com, Financial Interactive Systems Incorporated, branch automation technology for the banking industry. Financialtools.com, Financial Tools Incorporated, specializing in financial tools for the banking and lending communities. Fiserv.com/index.aspx, Fiserv Incorporated, global provider of information management and electronic commerce systems for the financial services industry. FisGlobal.com, Fidelity National Information Services, provides banking software and tools, architectures, and information technology solutions. FNstar.com, FNstar Incorporated, provides financial services solutions for institutional and retail brokerage and wealth and retirement planning and management. FriscoBay.com, Frisco Bay Industries Limited, designs, develops and markets integrated systems including transaction processing systems, computerized time management systems and integrated security systems, for financial institutions. FundsExpress.com, FundsExpress Financial Network, enables financial institutions to offer internet banking and online brokerage services. GladstoneLLC.com, Gladstone International Consulting, Limited, providing consultancy and services for IT solutions to financial institutions. HarrisonCompany.net, The Harrison Company, provides customer relationship management, CRM, relationship marketing systems, and account aggregation services. HMasterware.com, HMA Starware Ltd, provides complete banking software solutions. IBServices.ch, IB Services, provides applications oriented to high net worth individuals and asset managers. InfosysInBanking.com, Infosys Technologies, provides core banking solution named Finacle to banks. IPS.com, International Private Banking Systems, provides private banking software and IT banking solutions. IPResource.tripod.com, Item Processing Resource Guide, a listing of item processing, remittance processing, and check imaging system services and supplies. IPSBoston.com, IPS of Boston, payment management software including ACH, Positive Pay, check printing software, electronic payments, and financial EDI for payroll and direct deposit. JDCrow.com, JD. JFC.be, JFC Banking Equipment, provides converters, trays, and money detection systems. Kamakuraco.com, the Kamakura Corporation, provides credit risk, market risk, and asset and liability management software. Level4.com, Level 4 Software, vendor-independent software tools for ATM application development, testing, content management, and EMV smart card compliance. lhsystems.co.uk/main/2200.htm, LHA Telex Tester, offers software products for banking security. lhsystems.co.uk/main/start.htm, LHA Systems, supplies software for banking and security needs around the world. LombardRisk.com, Lombard Risk, software and consultancy firm for banking, e-government and financial training. mag-2.com/index.html, Mag2 Internet Mall, provides cash handling equipment and supplies. mav.com, Maverick International, manufactures and distributes MICR check encoding and payment processing solutions. micrprime.com, MICR Prime Services Incorporated, provides software to financial institutions for producing MICR encoded documents. Milenio.com.br/ksc/inglés, Notex 1500C, money counter machine that provides accurate high-speed processing of paper and plastic currency. Mises.com, Mises plc, Mises IBS is a global supplier of IT solutions to the banking industry. MichelinAssociation.com, SAMI. NBSinc-tx.com, National Bankers Supply, supplies money handling products for coin or currency transport and storage. NetBankAudit.com, NetBank Audit, identifies an organization's online security weaknesses and vulnerabilities. Nextbill.com, NextBill, provides ACH software for the financial services industry. OFACanalyzer.com, Applied Programs Incorporated, USA Patriot Act compliance software for OFAC, FinCEN, BIS/BXA, OSFI, FBI, FATF data. OpenSolutions.com, Open Solutions Incorporated, provides e-business and software applications for community financial institutions. OptimumSystem.com, Optimum System Products, delivers outsourcing services, document management, and bank supplies. Parabit.com, Parabit Systems, provides products and services that maximize bank automation and electronic banking services. Pathfinder Group Ltd.com, the Pathfinder Group, Ltd., provides banking operations software solutions to financial institutions. PCIWiz.com, PCI Corporation, provides CRA, HMDA, and fair lending analysis software to the banking industry. PEBOZ.com, PEBOZ Incorporated, provides development and support of banking application systems. PTech.com, Money Guide Pro, financial planning software for banks, financial advisors, and broker-dealers. Pyrum.com, Pyrum Systems Limited, providers of internet-based securities financing technology solutions. PolarisFT.com, Polaris Financial Technology Limited, banking and financial software solutions multinational. POSregister.com, POS Register, offers reconditioned card terminals and new cash register terminals. PrimeAssociates.com, Prime Associates Inc., provider of messaging, payment integration, and regulatory compliance products. ProBankX.com, ProBanks banking software, provider of fully integrated banking software solutions for international private banks and commercial banks. RDMcorp.com, RDM, offers software products for payment capture and processing in banking applications. RTFM.co.uk, Real-Time Financial Management Limited, provides software solutions to the financing business needs of global investment banks. SedonaCorp.com, Sedona Corporation, offers banking and credit union solutions, with technology, implementation, case studies, FAQ, investor details from King of Prussia, Pennsylvania. ShawSystems.com, Shaw Systems Associates Incorporated, provides consulting, development, installation, and training for credit management software. SchaeferOneSource.com, Schaefer OneSource, provider of financial bags, crowd control stanchions, and related bank supplies. Smart-Solution.com, Smart Solution, suppliers of customized financial institution software. SmartStream-STP.com, SmartStream Technologies, provides banking back-office solutions for reconciliation and exception management. SRSSystem.com, SRS Systems Incorporated, supplier of check endorsers, coin and currency counters and forms handling equipment. SterexFinancial.com, Sterex Financial Systems, firm buys and sells new and used banking, financial, and business-related equipment. Stratinfotech.com, Strategic Information Technology Ltd., provides financial software solutions for banks, credit unions, retailers, and manufacturers. StreetResource.com, Street Resource Group Incorporated, provides mortgage software and system support services. SureComp.com, SureComp, offers a range of wholesale banking solutions, including trade finance software. TCalc.com, Time Value Software, providers of online financial calculators. TeamServicesInc.com, Team Services Incorporated, provides services to the banking community including locksmithing, VAT maintenance, equipment surveys, video equipment maintenance and consulting. Technisys.net, Technisys, provides end-to-end internet-based transactional solutions for the financial industry in the US, Europe and Latin America. TheCaseManager.com, The Case Manager, provides software designed to automate a financial institution's investigative office. TNS-Smart.net, TNS Smart Network offers ATM and F switching solution for retailers and financial institutions. Tradesoft.co.il, Tradesoft, trade finance software. Tradesoft offers software and knowledge-based solutions for trade finance. TradeSystemsInc.com, Trade Systems Incorporated, offers software designed specifically for credit unions. TranquilMoney.com, Tranquil Money, net-hosted software for basic receivables management. Trinergy.com, Trinergy, credit union software, system designed to provide CU industry with client-server technology for member management, financial, and reporting. TSPartnersinc.com, TS Partners, provides shareholder accounting software for stock transfer and corporate trust processing. UCP-net.com, UCP Financial Equipment Co., supplier of financial equipment to the Southeast United States. USCreditCardEquipment.com, U.S. credit card equipment, provider of terminals, printers, pin pads, software and processing equipment. WestonMuir.com, Weston and Muir, provides PC-based financial accounting software. WoltersKluwIrfs.com, Wolters Kluwer Financial Services, national provider of forms and compliance, risk management, finance, and audit software to the financial industry. ZootWeb.com, Zoot Enterprises, provides instant credit decisioning and loan origination services. Banks and institutions websites at dmoz-odp.org/business/financial_services/banking_services/banks_and_institutions. Subcategories: Central banks, development banks, internet banks, investment banks, regional associations, directories, news and media. Bankadoo.com, Bankadoo, a directory of banks doing business online, listed in alphabetical order. Bankdirectory.net, bank site directory, lists website links for banks throughout the United States. Banklocations.in, Bank Locations India, lists branch names, addresses, contact information, and website links. Banksite.com, Banksite, listings of U.S. banks with websites sorted by state. BetterBanks.com, the Better Banks Group, provides a banking directory to Central Illinois residents. Branchespot.com, BranchSpot, attempts geotargeting to provide nearby bank locations. CULookup.com, CULookup, search by zip code, name, or membership type to find branches, products, services, and contact information. Portolino.it/banks/links.htm, Portolino Fontalinks, links to banks and financial institutions throughout the world. Privatebanking.com, Private Banking, produces a global guide to private banking. swconsult.ch/chbanks, Swiss Banks Directory, a directory listing of Swiss banks. Where'smybank.com, Where's My Bank, provides financial information, branch locations, lobby hours, reviews, and additional information for banks located in the United States. Credit unions websites at dmoz-odp.org/business/financial_services/banking_services/credit_unions. Credit unions. Subcategories: Agencies and vendors. Associations. News and media. Regional. abcul.org, Association of British Credit Unions Limited, a trade association providing support, information, and services to British credit unions, includes a list of credit unions, setting up advice and general credit union information. ccacu.com, Combined Council of Auto Credit Unions, trade association for automotive industry credit unions, including Daimler Chrysler, Ford, GM, and International. ccul.org, California Credit Union League, serving credit unions in California and Nevada. CornerstoneLeague.coop, Cornerstone Credit Union League, trade association serving Arkansas, Oklahoma, and Texas credit unions. creditunion.ie, Irish League of Credit Unions. The league promotes its members and provides central services to Irish credit unions. creditunion.nb.ca, Credit Union Central of New Brunswick, a gateway to credit unions in New Brunswick, Canada. creditunionsofontario.com, Credit Unions of Ontario, provides operational and financial services to credit unions in the province. QuaNM.com, Credit Union Association of New Mexico, state trade association serving New Mexico credit unions. CUCentral.ca, Credit Union Central of Canada, the National Trade Association and central finance facility for credit unions in Canada. CUES.org, Credit Union Executive Society. CUES is an independent professional development association designed exclusively for credit union executives. CUNA.org, Credit Union National Association, a confederation of state leagues. It became the premier national trade association serving United States credit unions. DCUL.org, Delaware Credit Union League, state trade association serving Delaware credit unions. ECUC.org, Education Credit Union Council, trade association addressing the needs of credit unions who serve educational communities. GACreditunions.org, Georgia Credit Union Affiliates, state trade association serving Georgia credit unions. ICULeague.org, Illinois Credit Union League, state trade association serving Illinois credit unions. IdahoCul.org, Idaho Credit Union League, state trade association serving Idaho credit unions. KQA.org, Kansas Credit Union Association, state trade association serving Kansas credit unions. MaineCul.org, Maine Credit Union League, state trade association serving Maine credit unions. MALeague.org, Massachusetts Credit Union League, state trade association serving Massachusetts credit unions. MCUA.org, Missouri Credit Union Association, state trade association serving Missouri credit unions. MCUL.org, Michigan Credit Union League, state trade organization serving Michigan credit unions. MCUN.org, Montana Credit Union Network, state trade association serving Montana credit unions. MDDCQA.org, MD&DC Credit Union Association, state trade organization serving Maryland and District of Columbia credit unions. MemberTrust.org, Coalition for Member Trust, a group concerned about the operation of credit unions in the U.S., particularly credit union equity affected by conversions to mutual savings banks. MNCUN.org, Minnesota Credit Union Network, state trade organization serving Minnesota credit unions. MSCUA.com, Mississippi Credit Union Association, state trade association serving Mississippi credit unions. NACUW.org.uk, National Association of Credit Union Workers, a professional association for credit union workers throughout Britain. NAFCU.org, National Association of Federal Credit Unions, trade association representing the federal interests of U.S. credit unions before the federal government and the public. NCUA.gov, National Credit Union Association, an independent federal agency that charters and supervises federal credit unions and ensures savings in federal and most state-chartered credit unions across the United States. NCUF.coop, National Credit Union Foundation, the charitable arm of the U.S. credit union movement, raising funds and making grants in support of their mission to improve consumer financial independence through credit unions. NEBARCUL.org, Nebraska Credit Union League and Affiliates, state trade association serving Nebraska credit unions. NHCUL.org, New Hampshire Credit Union League, state trade association serving New Hampshire credit unions. NewJerseyCUL.org, New Jersey Credit Union League, state trade association serving New Jersey credit unions. NZACU.org.nz, New Zealand Association of Credit Unions, the association promotes and develops its members through training, advice, and management, offering banking, insurance and information services. PCUA.coop, Pennsylvania Credit Union League, State Trade Association for Pennsylvania's Credit Unions, created in 1934 as a nonprofit, tax-exempt organization serving credit unions. SACOL.org.za, Savings and Credit Cooperative League of SA Ltd. SCCL.org, South Carolina Credit Union League, state trade association serving South Carolina credit unions. The League.Coop, Wisconsin Credit Union League, state trade association serving Wisconsin credit unions. VACUL.org, Virginia and Washington, D.C. VermontCreditUnions.com, Vermont Credit Union League, state trade association serving Vermont credit unions. WOCCU.org, World Council of Credit Unions. The WCU promotes the sustainable development of credit unions worldwide as instruments of economic and social development. WVCUL.org, West Virginia Credit Union League, state trade association serving West Virginia credit unions. YourLeague.org, Tennessee Credit Union League, state trade association serving Tennessee credit unions. Associations websites at dmoz-odp.org/business/financial_services/banking_services/associations. Subcategories: banks and institutions, credit unions. AFGI.org, Association of Financial Guarantee Insurers. AFGI members insure and reinsure municipal bonds and asset-backed securities. Alliance-research.org, the Alliance in Support of Independent Research, a group of broker-dealers who furnish independent research and other services to investment managers. AnalystForum.com, Analyst Forum, online community designed for chartered financial analysts and CFA candidates. CFAInstitute.org, CFA Institute, a global, not-for-profit organization of investment professionals from over 100 countries. IFAMA.org, European Fund and Asset Management Association, IFAMA, representative association for the European investment management industry. FMLG.org, European Financial Market Lawyers Group, promotes harmonization of European financial market activities. EMTA.org, Emerging Markets Trade Association, formerly the LDC Debt Traders Association. EMTA coordinates the formalization of market practices, documentation, and infrastructure. IDEAssociates.tripod.com, International Development Enterprise Associates, IDEA, information about IDEA, the seminar on investment projects, related links and events, the IDEA Associates, a directory of development banks, and a directory of development bank trainers. int-comp.org, International Compliance Association, supports and educates compliance professionals in the fight against terrorist financing, corruption, money laundering and financial crime. ISDA.org, International Swap Dealers Association, global trade association for OTC derivatives, and maintainers of the industry standard ISDA documentation. ISLA.co.uk, International Securities Lenders Association. ISLA is the trade association for securities lenders. ISANet.org, International Securities Services Association, ISA, promotes the securities industry. NISA.org, New York Society of Security Analysts, forum of investment professionals in the greater New York area. TheInvestmentAssociation.org, the Investment Association, representative body for unit trust and investment fund managers. World-Exchanges.org, International Federation of Stock Exchanges, the trade organization for regulated securities and derivative markets, settlement institutions and related clearing houses, and their diverse services to capital markets.